Hey, happy Saturday. I'm making a solar plex mala and I'm making a knotted mala. So I thought I would go ahead and make an instructional video for you guys. Leave enough space at the end to do your maroon tassel. As you can see, I started without you, but I had some technical difficulties, so don't be surprised if you, even after this video or even after you nail your first mala like I did, you still have some trouble getting back into the swing. So I have a pre-threaded needle and thread, size 9 needle, 8mm mala beads. So I encourage you to use your entire length of thread. You won't need it at the end, but because you're knotting, it takes much longer, much more thread than you realize. So while it can seem tedious to be pulling all of this thread through your bead every time, trust me, it's worth it not to have to undo your beads because you've run out of thread. So there's already a knot at the bottom. You're gonna put your bead, there's a knot at the bottom, put your bead right on top. I like to just go around 3 fingers once, and then I take my needle, I put it behind the thread, and then I pull the needle through. I pull all the thread through. Go slow or else you run the risk of knotting like before you want to. I like to pull and keep my thumb in place, but pull forward so that it hits the base of that bead with the bottom of the knot. See how my fingers are still in place, but the knot is actually already at the bottom of that bead. Then, when I loosen my grip, I like to put my needle inside the hole and try to get as close. See, it always drops when I'm doing it for the camera. When I don't do it for the camera, I'm able to have this in my lap, but then you can't see. So we have some malfunction going on. Yeah. Okay, so when I do it like this, I know you can't see, but the knot is then able to be pulled through by the needle. Like that. You can't see that. Okay, let's try something else. I hadn't thought of this, but I've run into this problem. This is my 4th bead. So maybe if I do it like this, okay? And maybe on the black, you can see everything going on. Okay, I'll try to keep quiet so that you can pay attention. I'm gonna do another one. I always have to pull a little bit through with my teeth if the beads are a little bit tight. So by the end I usually have to throw my, okay. So now that I have my bead in place, I wrap it around my fingers, put the needle through the back, and pull forward. Don't pull too quickly or else that'll happen. You could end up with a knot that you don't want. Okay, and then get that knot in place. Okay, I'll do one more for good measure, and then at the end I'll post a second part video about how we get our maroon and tassel on after all of our beads are knotted. Okay, that's a little unfair because I did that with my fingers, which is how I ended up doing it. Once I got a little bit better at this, I realized that my thumb could act and move the needle down. But when I first got started, I really needed the needle through the middle of the knot in order to put it where I wanted it. So I'll do one more just like that. Okay, pull it forward, and then take your needle, put it through the loop, keep it as close to the bead as possible, and use it to move the knot until you like where it is, and then you can remove the needle. Okay, so I will post a second part video about how to end this type of mala, the one where you're knotting it. Okay, thanks for watching.